Today I'm going to talk about how one can be a master communicator, or how you can be a master communicator. So I know some of you are teachers, some of you are trainers, some of you are students wanting to deliver speech. So whatever situation you're in, I know most of us would like to be a master communicator. So today I'm going to give you 2 techniques on how to be a master communicator. So if you are into communication, you should be very fond of researching, meaning that communication is not about yourself. You can talk about yourself, that is a bonus, but nonetheless, your framework should always be the audience. Your protagonist should always be the audience. So what do I mean by that? Meaning that before your speaking engagement, you should research about the lifestyle, the habits, the likes, the dislikes of your audience. Okay. What interests them? What is their attitude toward your speech or your subject matter? You can't just go there and pretend that you know everything, or have this illusion that you know a lot of about your lives, because in reality you don't. As Chris Anderson, the head of TED Talk, once said that you have this privilege of transferring this great idea, to paraphrase it. Okay? And that means to say that it's your job to transfer idea. However, you have to know that each one of us experience life uniquely and differently, and my paradigm will always be different from yours. So once you are a speaker, a host, you always have to know their stories, their narratives, their jargons. Okay, how do they go with their everyday life, and what are their vocabularies? You have to know what triggers them to do something if you are into advertising. So it's really important that you do research, because research is one of the greatest secrets you can have as a speaker. You have to get to know as much of their demographics. Their age will tell you whether to be formal or not formal, if they are very much into professional formality. You would also know their gender. You have to know your gender, so that you can at least get to know the examples that you'll give them. You have to know their income level. You have to know where they studied, so that the examples would be appropriate, among others. More importantly, you have to know their psychographics. Maybe I've mentioned the word, their lifestyles, their habits. Okay, it will be telling you a lot on the examples that you'll be given. Okay, of course, their geography would be of help, and of course, their behaviors. So those are the categories in advertising that you have to know about your audience. To give an example, Jesus is a master communicator. Whenever he's talking to farmers, to fishermen, to lepers, the examples that they're giving them are appropriate to each one of them. He is really a God, and of course when he became a man, he is really a perfect communicator. The examples that they're giving them is also about their everyday life, about the mustard seed, about the bread, the fish, about a lot of things that these people experience in everyday life. So your example should always be appropriate to your audience, and You should be able to make them relate to everything that you've said. Okay, you can also give facts. Okay, when you are hitting the central route of their mind, you give logics, facts, testimonies, but you have to make it sure that you go to their peripheral side, meaning their feelings, their emotions. You have to engage them, which is actually the hit thing now, which is called the neuromarketing. When you market something, you have to touch their emotions, you have to touch their fears, their doubts, their dreams, and you'll be better marketer for that. Okay, so how can you be a master communicator? The technique that I've given you, I hope, will be very helpful. You have to know your audience. Try to immerse yourself into their psychology, into their psyche. Get to know a lot about them, their lifestyle, their attitudes, okay? And try to know about their stand as to your speech. Are they pro, are they anti, are they neutral, and why? If you can do survey ahead of time, that would be great. You'll be able to put yourself better and give them examples that are proper to the questions and their doubts. Okay, so I would like to reiterate that research is one of your weapons, and it will be helping you a lot when you do audience psychology. And okay, hit them right by engaging them, giving them interesting examples, visual aids, and engage them. But last but not the least, the most important thing is you have to really like your audience. Try to be really likable in everyday situations, so that when you go to your speaking engagement, you're really likable, and that you already have that magic and that charisma that we'd like all to have. So again, just to be a master communicator, you have to get into the audience psychology by doing research, and if you can add the magic of being likable and liking your audience and be empathic, and of course if you can add the ingredient of being sincere and authentic, that would be great. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again, and I hope you can subscribe, and please like if I've been helpful, so that I'll be encouraged to produce more. In the next few videos, I'll be having some talents, and we'll be into development, communication, advocacy. Thank you, and have a great day.